Hello, Earth Signs, and welcome back to Will's Cards and Mancy Tarot. What I'd like to do for you today is just to give you more of an advice reading this time, and basically, this reading will help you learn to trust and to believe in your true power, as well as help you restore the inner peace that your heart so yearns for. Okay? If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your subscriptions as well as your viewership. And you veterans out there, I certainly appreciate your returning, okay? So I'm going to go on and just shuffle up these cards here just to see what it is that Spirit would like you to know. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for each and every one of you guys here, okay? So let's see what Spirit has for you, okay? What are the things that you need to probably consider to restore that inner peace that your heart so yearns? Okay, let's see. All right. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that I understand that you guys have been going through a very rough patch, particularly when it comes to your romantic situation, okay? And what this card is saying to you is that anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but it's rather trying to free you from a situation that really no longer feels good. So ask yourself and really dig deep into this, okay? What is your discomfort trying to free you from, ladies and gentlemen? Understand that you certainly can radically change your results by just simply shifting your beliefs, okay? So ask yourself, what belief is limiting you? As this image and this symbolism is showing here, you are, in fact, the image maker. And what you focus on tends to manifest. So, what thought pattern do you need to shift? And keep in mind, this reading is valid from now until the end of this month here, all right? You heal, ladies and gentlemen, by releasing, not suppressing. So, what emotions do you really need to feel? Understand that this certainly is not your practice life. You need to make a decision, and I feel that your decision needs to surround on making a decision between multiple suitors here, okay? You know that the time has come to make this decision, and the spirit knows. So this card is asking you, what is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? It's time that you get your soul more aligned. It's really time for you to really take a radical change or make a radical change in your life. So how can you learn to show up more for yourself in ways that you've never had before? Okay? Just by looking at this symbolism here, you see how this person is pretty much reflecting herself here. So understand that everything is definitely a reflection. It's time that you hold up the energetic mirror and ask yourself, what do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? Okay? And you need to start to trust your faith. Dive into the unfolding journey. So what is your faith asking you, ladies and gentlemen? These are very important questions here. Okay? And it's certainly time that when you're trying to take this introspective look into your situation, it's time that you get the necessary rest. It's time that you renew things here, recharge your energies. So what does your body crave and need right at this moment? And understand that nothing real can be threatened. How can you actively participate in creating the heaven on earth that your heart yearns for? Okay? Understand that, ladies and gentlemen, that it's time that you start to express yourself a bit more creatively and again start something new. So this card is kind of suggesting that it's time to let the past go. It's time to move on to something else, all right? It's time to reaffirm your vows with someone with whom you probably have been having problems with, all right? So ask yourself, what creative pursuit do you feel drawn to at this time? And last but not least with these cards, you are, in fact, just as the symbolism shows here, you are the joy seeker. So, what little victories can you celebrate at this moment? Celebrate your small successes, ladies and gentlemen, as well as your big ones. Okay? So, keeping along those lines as we're discussing here, giving you advice to kind of help you be more encouraged. Excuse me. And what I like to do now is to just give you a few additional messages here, ladies and gentlemen, to help you transform. As your cards have been telling you, it's time that you take a radical shift in how you're focusing on things. So let's look at a few things that you might want to consider letting go or surrendering during this time period in question here. Okay? So Spirit, what messages would you like me to share with Earth signs? Okay. Again, to further emphasize the creative aspect, surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Okay? Try to stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or even, in fact, to even solve a problem for you. It's time that you surrender frustration. Because frustrations, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind it never opens doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation a bit more calmly. Surrender obsessive thinking, okay? Because I feel that many of you have been obsessing over your past. And if you have been really focusing extremely too much on a person or situation, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Because doing so will certainly help bring you clarity or even, in fact, solve the problem for you. Surrender negative thinking, okay? Understand that you definitely have control over your thoughts. And when negative thoughts surface, say this mantra, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on another positive affirmation here. Surrender to success because you are definitely on your way here, all right? You are ready, ladies and gentlemen, to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It's time that you let go of resentments here, all right? Because really holding on to resentments, ladies and gentlemen, only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward more positive situations in your life. And last but not least with these cards, please surrender the drama, okay? Because no matter how emotionally charged the situation, all right, you need to remain calm and don't contribute to the drama, okay? Because really staying centered will in fact help you resolve the issue more quickly here, all right? So now I'd just like to share some additional messages here from Spirit. And I'm going to go on and shuffle up this deck here to just see what other messages that Spirit would like you to know during this time frame in question here. So I'm going to shuffle this deck up. Spirit, give us additional messages for Earth signs from now until the end of this month here. What additional messages does Earth signs require at this time? Okay. time that you take more responsibilities for your actions here. Understand that there's always two sides to every issue, and you have to look what part you've played in it, in the situation here. All right. So if you're feeling a little down and in the doldrums and constantly like pointing fingers and saying, "How could they possibly have done this to me?" What responsibility did you play in it? What was your role? Okay. It's time that you learn to practice moderation. It seems that you're overdoing things, whether it's drinking excessively or doing things in excess here. It's time that you learn to practice a bit more moderation in your situation here. All right? And you need to balance out things. Again, to further emphasize the fact that it's time that you let go of things that no longer serve you. Release toxic relationship so that you can move on to more harmonious type situations here. But it seems that your future is in the new. Okay? Appreciate the talents that God has given you. Some of you have just been resting on your laurels for a little bit too long here. It's time that you stop procrastinating and get up and do what it is that you need to do to move your life in the direction that you'd like it to be moved. Understand that everyone has some type of value to him or herself, including you. Understand your self-worth and appreciate it. Get rid of the low self-esteem that we've seen that some of you may have had here. Understand that you possess self-confidence and you possess an ability to make wise decisions. So use your head here. All right? And last but not least with these cards, it's time that you really make some effort in letting go of your ego here. You are not always right here. There's always two sides to every issue. All right? So it's time that you do that. All right? So in conclusion, today, ladies and gentlemen, what I like to do is I'd like to leave you with yet another evocative message from Spirit, all right? And actually this message is going to come via a postcard here that I have here. I'm going to get that postcard right out for you guys now. Here it is, okay? And I'm going to read it as it is written. Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to scratch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count, and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. So, Earth signs, this is the reading that I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. I look forward to hearing your comments, okay? And if you'd like a more personal reading with me, you can certainly contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Do enjoy your day, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot.